Hello, 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 and welcome to hopefully another edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals, where you know we only have those three rules. You must have passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. So, couple things first off, I'm aware there might be some buffering today. Shout out to Spectrum, who is my internet provider. They actually gave me a call today, letting me know there has been some issues. They said they wish they had called me. I told them I've been having issues the last couple of weeks. But they actually called me today because they noticed there was issues. So if it buffers, sorry about that. But I have to give Spectrum TV or Spectrum Internet their heads up or kudos, because they did actually call me because they noticed an error in the system and they're going to come out this Thursday and fix it. Anyway, so today is National Grilled Cheese Day. So it's about today's show. When I started off today's show, I was going to do crawfish boats. One of my favorite cousins that sent me this recipe about doing these crawfish boats, and I went and bought all the ingredients to do it. As soon as I got to the house, my phone pings and lets me know that tomorrow, which is today, is National Grilled Cheese Day. I'm like, man. So I'm like, I'm not going to waste these ingredients. So I decided to take the same ingredients that was in the crawfish boats that my cousin had sent me and do the crawfish grilled cheese. Now, one of the inspirations of this, another cousin of mine, she's the chef and owner of Simone's Kitchen ATL in the Birmingham, Atlanta area. She does an amazing seafood grilled cheese sandwich. That's kind of inspiration for today. So last night, me and my daughter, we were talking about how we gonna do this. Oh, and forgive me, y'all see there's extra footage in the background. The wind out here, I don't know who got the weather on shuffle, but we went from 90s plus last week in Southern California to about 55, 60 degrees today, and the wind is kicking up something awful. Anyway, so today's recipe, my daughter was asking, we were sitting there last night, and I'm like, so what kind of cheese we gonna use? So we decided to use pepper jack cheese. We have some softened cream cheese we're gonna mix with it. We have, there go that wind again. We got some andouille sausage, some crawfish, and some sweet bell peppers, which would have all went into the crawfish boats that I was going to do. So let's go ahead and get started. I got the grill preheated because fighting this wind ain't no joke. So let me go ahead and switch over to that one. And let's go ahead and we're going to put the crawfish on here and the peppers. You just slightly sauteing them. You ain't trying to cook them because the crawfish completely cooked. And you don't want to completely cook the sausages because you want them to have a little bit of, you don't want to completely cook the crawfish or the peppers because you want the peppers to have a little bit of crunch left to them. Go ahead and put these sausages on here. And we're going to let them dance for a little bit. And while we do that, we're going to add some of this Creole season. Use whatever Creole season you want. I like Tony Chachere's. Funny thing about this, I never knew how to pronounce Tony Chachere's until that dude that sings that song, Try Jesus Not Me, who I can't pronounce his name either. He said it on a song, and now I can somewhat pronounce Tony Chachere's, but I can't pronounce his name. So, the irony in that. All right, let me go and put a little bit of Creole season on here. Just a little bit of flavor. And while that's over there doing this happy dance, we're going to go ahead and start mixing together this. Should have been softer than this cream cheese, but leaving it outside covered and it's 58 degrees, I might as well left it in the refrigerator. I'm going to go ahead and mix this. Do me a favor, you can go grab me an ice cream scooper and a stronger spoon to mix this up with. Now, for the bread, I'm using this brioche bread. If y'all have a Trader Joe's in your area, it's called the braided brioche bread. I highly recommend you use that bread for this sandwich. You want something dense enough to, hold all that somewhat wet toppings. But for those you don't know, I'm a bariatric patient, so I can't have no tough breads like rye and sourdough. But this would absolutely work on there. But if you want a softer bread that's dense enough to hold up to all this, then get you a brioche bread. And like I said, I'm using the brioche bread from Trader Joe's. It's called the braided, or the name on it is braided brioche bread. If y'all out there, I got both. Sorry about last week. I got both feeds in today. So if y'all out there, give me a hey y'all or something like that, thumbs up. Let me know y'all watching. And while you're doing that, also please. Please share this with your friends and your family. For those of you in the Los Angeles area, this Saturday, the SoCal Eagles football team is having a fish fry. I don't know if y'all can see that on your phones, but on your computer it's a little bit bigger. I'll put it up one more time. 11166 South Main Street from 12 to 5. We will be selling catfish and red snapper, $10 for the dinners. And we also have some adult libations for you to try as well. Let me turn these down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take these out right now so they can cool down somewhat. Yeah, you just want to brown them just ever so lightly. And warm up this crawfish and these peppers. The good thing about it being cold out here, it'll cool down faster. Now, when we actually developed, me and my daughter was going through putting what we were going to do in this recipe, she didn't say nothing about no andouille. I was at work, and I started thinking, you know what? This sandwich needs something else to kick it up a notch. And that's when I went on and decided to throw in some of that andouille sausage. All right, now for today's drink, we're going to do a wine spritzer, because what goes with seafood? Well, white wine. Now, again, going back to Trader Joe's, one of my favorites. I knew that was going to be extra cold in there. So a wine spritzer, one of the simplest drinks you can make, white wine and usually seltzer water. But me being me, I want to take that up a notch as well. So I'm using a sparkling Pinot Grigio by Contadino. Again, one of my Trader Joe's finds. And then on top of that, you want one of these? Instead of using regular old seltzer water, I decided to get one of them hard seltzers. I'm using Mike's Hard Lemonade. And we're going to top that off up in there. That one's for you. And let me pour one for myself. Real light and refreshing. And it pairs well with seafood. All right. Now let's get back to cooking. We're going to go ahead and into the pepper jack. Again, you can use whatever cheese you like. Mozzarella, a smoked Gouda, Havarti would have worked. You like it? Havarti would have worked. But I'm using the pepper jack and about 2 cups of pepper jack and about 4 ounces of that cream cheese. Now, if you don't want to use cream cheese, you could probably put a 1/3 cup of sour cream in here. You don't want to use that. You can put mayonnaise. I'm not a big fan of the mayonnaise because it separates. I've done grilled cheeses with a mayonnaise mixture before, and it tends to separate. So I'm not a big fan of using that one. Let's go ahead and mix that all together. And I feel like I got cheated on my seltzer because this one was frozen. I guess I shouldn't turn my refrigerator up so high. I'm gonna top me up another one. All right, there we go. Let's get this all mixed together. Now, I'm gonna say something. Some of y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Far as buttering your bread, you can use butter, absolutely. You soften butter to smear on your bread to make a grilled cheese. But, and then one of my favorite YouTube chefs, Chef AB, he talks about this all the time. Use mayonnaise. I know you sound like, I don't want no mayonnaise on my bread. A lot of times when y'all go to these restaurants, they actually using mayonnaise on your bread to grill it anyway. And there's a reason why. Mayonnaise has a higher smoke point than butter does. So it's more forgiving in making your grilled cheese. That's number one. Number two, you're not going to taste it. You're not going to taste it. Mayonnaise ain't nothing but oil and eggs, you know. So you mix that all together, put that on there, you're not going to taste it. So I absolutely, don't knock it till you try it. This is one of them things where I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it. All right, so we got this mixed together. I want to put just about maybe another teaspoon or so of that Creole season and get at a good mix. All right, now y'all know it wouldn't be Create Simple Meals if we didn't do two things. Forget stuff and be a little bit extra. So, even though we have cheese inside of the mix, we also gonna take some more cheese and lay on this bread. Turn this grill back up. You make sure I'm oiled well. We're gonna take some more cheese, and into that we're gonna take about a cup or so of that filling and put that on there. Yep, I'm gonna put some more cheese on top of that. I wasn't going to do it. I promise you I wasn't going to do it. And then something told me to do it. And we're going to take this, get over to this fryer. And we're going to lay that down there. And we're going to lay this. Sorry, I did that wrong. Lay that one on there. Going to press this down as best we can. I don't want to tear the bread. And now for those of you that have these griddles like the Blackstone, I had one of them old chafer tops. And so, you know, when you buy the melt domes, they're usually small. But if I'm going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sandwiches, I need something big. So I decided to use one of these chafing dish tops to do that. So let's go ahead and turn that up. Let that grill. Actually, I might as well go and do the rest of them now while I'm waiting. I ain't going to put double cheese on there. Might as well go and do stinks too while I'm at it. Get these all nice smashing. A little bit of separation in there so I can maneuver around. And we're going to cover these up and let them do their thing for a minute. Matter of fact, let me make sure they push down good and tight. We're going to let them cook. While I'm at it, I'm going to start moving some of this stuff out my way. And again, if it's buffered or anything, y'all let me know. I say we are expecting it to buffer today, but it is. Yeah, we are expecting it to buffer today, but we will upload the show again later on. Yeah, he called me and told me that. I was like, that was actually pretty. Even though it annoys me, it made me feel pretty good that Spectrum actually called me and told me that they wouldn't recognize the issue and they'd be out Thursday to fix it. Because they didn't have to do it. Yeah, it's like I said, it's recording though, so that's the main thing. I can always upload it afterwards. Uh-oh. That's actually pretty good. With your head swinging. And take it off now. Take the... Uh-huh. I didn't get me a plate. Can you grab me a plate real quick? All right. Y'all see them? There, get you. See that cheese oozing out? I kind of tore the bread on that one a little bit, but you see that cheese oozing out of that one? Let's go ahead and cut these up. Now, I'm going to serve mine with just some simple old mesquite barbecue chips. Because this meal is actually already heavy enough. And there you have it, folks. A crawfish and andouille sausage grilled cheese. So, just to recap real quick, today we took some andouille, some sweet peppers, and some crawfish tails, and we lightly sauteed them on the griddle. We mixed in some pepper jack cheese and a little bit of cream cheese, seasoned it with about a teaspoon or so of Creole season. Let the peppers, the crawfish, and the andouille cool down slightly. Mix that in the cheese mixture. Put it on some brioche bread, buttered both sides, and we grilled it up. And now we're going to dig in and give this a taste test. You can taste every single element of that sandwich. I mean, the andouille is playing well with the crawfish, and them sweet peppers give it that nice little hint of sweetness that you're gonna need to balance that salinity of that pepper jack cheese. The cream cheese is definitely giving it the creamy mouthfeel that you want to have to it. Definitely something I want y'all to try. If you want to mix it up and try something different, take out the pepper jack and switch up your cheese. If you don't have crawfish, add in shrimp, add in crab, add in lobster. Heck, you can even cook some whitefish and add in there if you want to, be so bold. But go ahead and try some different things and email me at askme@createsimplemeals.com and let me know how your sandwich came out. Until next week, remember, we only have 3 rules here on Create Simple Meals. You must have passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. So until next Tuesday, where I will see y'all back at 7 o'clock, y'all keep on practicing, keep having that patience, and I will see y'all next week.